All right, guys, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. I'm maybe turn the volume down a little bit because I don't know where this one's going to go. I'm going to try not to lose my mind here, but that was a pathetic showing on Lambeau Field today by the Seahawks, and I'm I'm looking at this game and I'm seeing a whole hell of a lot more than just one game. So, game wrapped up literally 5 seconds before I started recording. 17 nothing. 17 nothing. First shutout of Russell Wilson's career, and he deserved it. He deserved every bit of that shutout. That was a pathetic display, and I'm gonna try to not lose my stack here, but I did promise people in my Discord server that I was gonna go off on Wilson for that embarrassing, pathetic performance today, and I will. And more than just that, I'm gonna have more to say about it before the end of this one. But defense brings their big boy pants, does everything they can in this game, goes out there over and over and over again, sent back out onto the field, back out onto the field, back out onto the field, getting stops the whole game long, forcing field goals, turnover, big end zone turnover, could have turned the game, kept it from getting out of hand. They get no support from the offense, and you end up with a result that the defense absolutely does not deserve. The defense does not deserve this result. They held the Packers to 3 points through the first, 50 minutes of this game. And then, of course, at the end of the game, they just wear out, and they got no legs underneath them. And the Packers scored 2 late touchdowns to make it way worse than it was. But this was an A-plus effort from this defense. I can't even totally kill guys who I love to kill here. You guys know. I love to kill Pete Carroll. I love to kill Ken Norton. But right now, I can't even do that. That's how pathetic this offense is. And I see more than just one bad game here or one lackluster effort with the season potentially on the line. I'm seeing something that is convincing me that one particular thing needs to happen this upcoming offseason, because if you can't get it right in this game, then I don't see any reason to believe that you're going to ever be able to get it. So that's the quick and dirty summary, but let's dive into this disaster. So this defense, like I said, man, can't ask for anything more. You're going up against a good offense on the road. The conditions are not in your favor. The situation's not in your favor. You can't buy a call from the refs. And I'm not going to spend more than 5 seconds on this, but the refs can eat me after today. But that's not why we lost, so I'm not even going to get on that beyond just saying that. But this defense, they give up a couple of plays to Devontae Adams, but they're not allowing touchdowns. They're stopping the run well. They get a little pressure on Aaron. Not great. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the hell Dunlap's doing sometimes, and I mean that on multiple fronts when it comes to Carlos Dunlap. But it wasn't everything that I wanted. It wasn't everything that I was hoping for. But at the end of the day, this defense, they're partway through the fourth quarter and have allowed 3 points. They caught a break when Crosby missed the field goal. Yeah, sure. They caught a break when Rodgers threw up a duck, but Jamal Adams still made the play. Jamal Adams still comes down with it in the end zone, taking points off the board. Like, what else can you want from this defense? Like, seriously, you guys know that my favorite punching bag on this team right now is Pete Carroll, followed closely by Ken Norton Jr., because I don't think they do their job very well, but I can't totally do it today. It kind of reminds me of that Rams game where I'm sitting there watching this team get stops on defense and play well on defense and do their job. Hold on, sorry. I'm watching this team make plays on defense and hold the other team to 3 points or no points, and the offense just keeps sending them back out there, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out again. So of course you'll wear down by the end of the game. So I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm still mad at Bobby for getting trucked on a couple of those late runs, but he's got no legs under him because he keeps going back out there over and over again. What are you going to do? Okay, I want to get mad at Carlos Dunlap for throwing that shoe. Who throws a shoe, right? But at the end of the day, to blame the defense for even 1% of this game, it just sounds pathetic. It sounds ridiculous. What are they supposed to do? Single-handedly win the game by themselves? No. That's not how it works in the NFL. That's not how it works against a team like the Packers. So, we wasted one of the best games I've seen this defense play in a long time. That was a superhuman effort by this defense. They bent a little bit, but they did not break until the end when, I'm sorry, that's what happens when your defense spends 50 minutes on the field. That's what happens when you can't get any time of possession. So, offensively, I don't even think I need to say it. You score 0 points in a game, and what do you expect? Stop auto playing videos for me, you jackass. Probably gonna get demonetized for that. ESPN's gonna come kill me. Although death doesn't sound too bad right now, honestly, because I just had to watch 3.5 hours of that garbage. But no, so the offense. Look, I didn't want to have to kill Wilson after this game. Whatever happened in this game, I didn't want to have to come on here and kill Wilson because he just tore his finger and it's all messed up and he's playing through pain. He's playing through some agony. I get it. Like, I didn't want to have to come on and kill him, but I don't know what else I can do. Okay, that game starts. The offense is stagnant. It's not really doing much, but the offensive line, like, I'm watching our offensive line play and I'm watching the Packers' offensive line play. It looks like they're playing a different sport. Like, oh my God. Like, it doesn't even look like our offensive line plays football compared to what the Packers does. So early in the game, I'm like, wow. Wilson probably needs to get the ball out of his hands a little bit faster. Wilson probably needs to change the way he's playing a little bit. But I'm putting a lot of that game on the offensive line. And then Wilson starts just missing easy throws by 5+ yards. Just whiffing. Just atrocious misses that no... There are probably 50 quarterbacks in the world right now in the NFL, plus a few hundred in college football who make those throws in their sleep. And I'm like, okay, that's the finger. Like, I understand. Maybe he shouldn't be out there, but I understand that he's the franchise quarterback. If he can physically be out there, he's going to be out there, whatever. So then this game gets into the second half, and we get a great drive going. We actually get some positive stuff going on offense. Gerald Everett's getting involved in the offense. Nice to see. Wilson's making some decent reads, some decent throws. It looks like we're going. It looks like, okay, we're only down 3-0. We've got the ball in the red zone. And then he just basically hands the ball to Kevin King. Don't tell me that has anything to do with the finger. I better not hear anybody in the comments try to tell me that throw has anything to do with the finger. Okay, I can live with him missing the easy throws to Lockett where he just overthrows him by 5 yards because his finger's messed up. Like, I don't like it. I will question if he should be out there if he can't consistently make that throw. But, okay, I can explain that. But explain to me why he basically just handed Kevin King the ball on third down when a field goal ties the game. Okay, you're not yourself. Maybe you can't get the touchdown there. But I'll live with a field goal here. Give me some damn points. And the Hail Mary, of course, at the end of the game. And it wasn't really a Hail Mary, but it ended up being, in effect, one. Like, what are you doing? And beyond that, like, to me, those are the two things that I'm really looking at in this game. Wilson was awful, and the offensive line for a lot of that game was pretty awful, too. Although I will say, late as that game went on, Wilson started to have time, and he just held onto the ball forever back there. And I'm watching... And I'm like, okay, early in the game, yeah, I could smack this offensive line around a little bit. I'll criticize Dwayne Brown. Damian Lewis is having a down season. Something's not right there. There's a lot of stuff that just isn't right here. But as this game went on, I was like, no, it's not them. It's Wilson. Wilson gets time on these plays, and then he just stands back there for 8 years. And then he throws up a deep pass into double or triple coverage that has no chance. There are games you can find that Wilson has played where he's had worse stats, but I don't think I've ever been as disappointed in Russell Wilson after a game than this one. That was pathetic. That was embarrassing. That, like, if that's the best you can do, then honestly, just go sit down and let Geno play in this game. I'm not. I'm trying to not be overly reactionary, but if that's the best you can do, let Geno play. Like, I can take a few bad throws because of the finger. I understand that's just the cost of doing business with Wilson right now, but I can't deal with the double coverage flips, flips into double coverage. Like, just take the field goal sometimes. It's okay. If we lose, then at least I don't have to get that mad at you. I can get mad at the offensive line. Maybe I'll get mad at the defense for allowing something late in the game. I don't know. We'll never know now because you threw the interceptions. That's not winning football. And in a game like this, a game of this level of importance, I needed to see at least that, at least an acknowledgement of the fact that you don't always have to try to be Superman. You don't always have to try to be the hero. And by the way, don't mistake what I said earlier for some effusive praise of Pete Carroll, because it ultimately, he's the head coach of this whole team. It's on him. And early in this game, you have 2 golden chances to go for it on 4th and short, and you don't do it. And everybody's going to say, well, the defense got stops. The defense didn't let them score touchdowns, so it was the right decision. That shit adds up as this game goes on, guys. That's contributing to the time of possession. I think we had the ball for like 18 minutes today total. Got crushed in time of possession, 2-1, more than 2-1. You got to steal possessions. You got to go for it on 4th down sometimes. You got to keep the ball in the hands of your offense, even if it's for just a few more minutes, just so you can try to whittle away at that time of possession thing. That's what this team needs. Go for it on 4th down in an inch early in the game. Quarterback sneak it. If you don't get it, then oh well, at least your defense has a shorter field so they can get off the field faster. So obviously, disappointment is at an all-time high right now because the game just finished not even 15 minutes ago. But I feel like I gotta pick a side here, right? Like, I've been kind of on the fence on the Wilson stuff. After today, I think I've got a side to pick. I have been of the opinion that the Seahawks probably need to trade Russell Wilson, but I kind of hope they can find a way to not to, because I feel like he's still really good, and that if you do things right, he could be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. But in that game, with that defensive effort, with that much on the line, and that's what you do, you revert back to all your old habits, all your old bad habits that we're trying to work out of you. Like, I'm seeing Travis Homer and Freddie Swain open underneath for moderate gains on that interception that he threw in the end zone to a double covered Tyler Lockett. Take those plays. Just do it. Why is it so hard? I'm seeing countless plays in this game where he's got open guys underneath and he's just standing back there waiting for somebody to be open 300 yards down the field. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. But after that game, I'm inclined to believe that if he doesn't get it in that game, if he can't get it to that extent, then he's not going to get it. And I think it's time for me to go ahead and commit and just say it's time to move on. This Wilson thing is not working for me anymore. That was, I don't know if it's the worst game he's ever played, but it's the most disgusted I've ever been with him after a game. And I am not someone who is afraid of saying negative things about Russell Wilson like some people are. I am perfectly happy to criticize Wilson and take him to the cleaners if he plays bad and if he's the reason why we lose a game. And I think I have to just pick a side here and say I think it's time to move on. Not just because this team isn't good, not just because this team has needs resources, they need draft picks, not just because this team needs to clean house, but because I just don't know if Wilson can play winning football. Like that interception to Kevin King in the end zone, that's not winning football. You're in field goal range. Okay, I understand maybe you can't make the precision throw to get a touchdown there. That's okay. I can live with that. I understand that's what you have to deal with if you're going to put him out there after he broke his finger like that. But don't flip it to Kevin King. That has nothing to do with your finger. That has to do with your brain. And I I know some people right now are killing Shane Waldron for some of the stuff that happened out there today. I just don't know what Shane Waldron's really supposed to do when your quarterback makes decisions like that and when your offensive line's playing like that. So I don't get that totally, honestly. And yeah, very disappointed. That was a winnable game all the way through. This offense got a second chance, third chance, fourth chance, fifth chance, sixth chance. Over and over and over again, the defense gives them one more opportunity to go try to win this game. And this offense is just, it's pathetic. We even got a Jamal Adams interception, man. How do you get a Jamal Adams interception and lose a game by 17 points? So, Ken Norton, I guess you're off the chopping block for this week because not that everything's great, but you gave us every chance to win, and offense just couldn't support you. Carroll, you are you are a freaking weakling for not going for it on fourth down early in the game a couple times. But I can't kill your defense today either. Honestly, I can't. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. See you guys in stream later. We'll stream during the second half of the game. But yeah, that was awful. And I am kind of done with the Wilson thing. I believe he's a good player, but I don't believe that he's capable of playing winning football at the highest level. Just take what the defense gives you, and he can't do it. So we'll talk more about it later. But see you guys later. Go Hawks.